Dulwich International has formed this exciting partnership with evidence-based education because we want our professional learning programs to be evidence-informed, and also for it to support our focus on student outcomes. EBE is being led by a group of exceptional researchers who are at the top of their field, and they have created an innovative teacher training program which has shown to have real impact in the classroom.
Evidence-based education is a training and consultancy organisation, and we help teachers and school leaders use the best available evidence in the form of research evidence or assessment to make better decisions for better student outcomes.
We've worked with almost 10,000 teachers over the last 4 years, and that's chiefly in a few different key areas of education. So it's around assessment, around evaluation and around research use, all focused on improved decision making.
The Assessment Lead programme is a course of professional learning which takes middle and senior leaders through the best available evidence on assessment to try to improve their own understanding of assessments that they use in school, and crucially lead to improvement in the use of assessment and the quality of information that they use for decision making in their school.
So I did the online EBE Assessment Leads course over a period of 2 terms, and the thing that I took away from the course that I think was most valuable was having the time week on week to study a module and then meet with colleagues to reflect and pick apart. The thing that's struck us the most is as to how we structure the sequence of what we're teaching.
Attending the Assessment Lead programme has been a fantastic opportunity for me to link in with colleagues across the Dulwich group who are also responsible for leading assessment. It's really helped me to get a clearer understanding of what assessment will look like in practice in school. Well, I enjoyed attending the Assessment Lead programme. It's really made me think hard about how we use assessment at Dulwich College Beijing. There are 4 pillars of assessment that the programme recommended. Is it purposeful? Is it valid? Is it reliable? And is it offering value? And that culture is starting to permeate through Dulwich College Beijing Junior School, both with teachers and with students. A hugely valuable takeaway for us.
So based on the EBE course, junior schools across the group are currently trying to work out how to use and apply things like hinge questions. It's something that's going to take a while for us to work out. We will get there, and we will have a much more commonality across the junior schools.
Chem assessments are computer adaptive assessments, so they're very quickly and efficiently able to provide schools with information that could be quite hard to gather otherwise. Once schools have that data in the palm of their hands, they can use it to inform teaching and learning at a baseline level, inform goal setting when it comes to external exams later in the school career, and also to look back. So once pupils have done those external exams, to look back and how they did relative to other pupils, because the cohorts are so big. And that can inform planning for future years as well.
Our biggest takeaways from the evidence-based education chem training when Jack and Stuart came to Shanghai were, one, that it really built our confidence. It confirmed how we are currently using prediction data and baseline data to help our students. And 2, it really opened our eyes to how we can use the data to supplement other areas of school life, such as SEND students, EAL students. The baseline data that we get, that we're now using a lot more frequently in Key Stage 3, has helped supplement those areas, and it's just one piece of the puzzle for those students. The other area where the training was incredibly about this was how to approach predictions from a growth mindset perspective. We're potentially looking at sharing predictive data with parents and students long term, but we're acutely aware that to do that effectively, we need to look at it from the perspective of what the students can potentially achieve rather than what we expect them to achieve. So for example, if a student has an 11% chance, according to their profile, of achieving an A star in maths, instead of telling the student that you only have an 11% chance of achieving the A star, we want the students to look at it from the perspective of, how can I make myself part of that 11%? What do I need to do to be part of the 11% of all students with this profile who achieve an A star? So that has been incredibly useful for our mindset and how we look at the data from a teacher's perspective.
The Research Support Partnership is an evidence-based programme of professional learning, so it's really a way of trying to develop practice-based evidence that enables them to make better decisions.
I think my biggest takeaway is that conducting educational research is more complex than I had previously thought. It's easy to go into a research project with your own assumptions or your intuitions. Collecting reliable and valid data is probably, for me, one of the biggest challenges to conducting evidence-based research.
At the moment, I think there are lots of interesting developments in education, particularly around technology. The use of technology to identify which particular strategies would be best matched to individual students. I think that's really exciting, and there's probably an awful lot to come over the next few years on that.
I think for me, there is a move towards evidence-based practice, and that is really exciting. Sadly, it's not happening at the policy level yet, as we'd like it to, but I think it was Alex Quigley who misquoted a song lyric and said teachers doing it for themselves, and that is what we're starting to see. It might be in isolated pockets in schools, but that's how these things start, and they're spreading, and I think that is really exciting.